Hello everyone. Welcome to today's session on a topic that directly impacts your well-being and financial security. Understanding health insurance policy wordings and clauses that includes inclusions as well as exclusions. Now I know what you are thinking. Why should I bother with this fine print? It's so boring. Trust me, I get it. But here's a quick story for you. Last year, a friend of mine needed an emergency surgery. He had health insurance, but when the hospital bill came, he was stunned. Half the costs weren't covered. Why? He didn't understand the exclusions in his policy. That one oversight cost him thousands. By the end of this session, I promise you will never face such a situation because you will know exactly how to read, understand and leverage your health insurance policy. So grab a notebook and let's get started. Our agenda today is simple yet impactful. We will explore the structure of health insurance policies, learn about inclusions, exclusions and critical clauses, and understand why this knowledge matters. Let's decode this fine print together. So, why understanding policy wordings matter? Policy wordings are the backbone of your health insurance contract. They define the terms, conditions, coverage and exclusions that govern the agreement between you and the insurer. Simply put, they answer these three critical questions. First, what is covered? Second, what is not covered? Third, under what circumstances can you claim the benefits? Understanding these wordings is not optional, it's essential. Let's break it down further. Slide 3 talks about the decoding policy wordings. Let's start with the foundation. What are policy wordings? Simply put, they are the language that defines the terms, conditions, coverage and exclusions of your policy. Why are they significant? They set expectations and prevent misunderstandings. For example, knowing the difference between copay and deductible can save a lot of your money during treatment. Think of policy wordings as a user manual for your health insurance. Skipping it means you might miss out on critical features or worse, face unexpected expenses. Now let's talk about the key components of the policy. Every health insurance policy has 4 key sections. Let me break them down. First is definitions. This section explains terms like understanding pre-existing conditions in health insurance. A pre-existing condition refers to any illness, injury or medical condition diagnosed or treated before purchasing a health insurance policy. Examples include diabetes, hypertension, asthma or prior surgeries. Insurers assess these conditions to determine the risk and terms of coverage. How insurers handle the pre-existing conditions? First, the waiting periods. Most policies exclude coverage for pre-existing conditions for 2 to 4 years. For instance, if a person with diabetes buys a policy within a 3-year waiting period, treatments related to diabetes won't be covered until the waiting period ends. Second way of handling is premium loading. Insurers may increase premiums for higher risk conditions. And third, exclusions. In some cases, insurers may permanently exclude coverage for specific pre-existing conditions. So, what is the importance of disclosure? Always disclose pre-existing conditions to avoid claim rejections or policy termination. Honesty allows insurers to offer tailored plans that suit your needs. Now, what are the tips to manage pre-existing conditions? First, compare policies with shorter waiting periods or lower premium loading. Second, look for specialized plans for chronic conditions. And third, purchase insurance early to begin the waiting period. By understanding and managing pre-existing conditions, you can secure comprehensive coverage and protect yourself from unforeseen medical expenses. Plan strategically and choose wisely for peace of mind. What is deductible? A deductible is the fixed amount you must pay out of pocket before your health insurance starts, covering your medical expenses. Think of it as your initial contribution towards the healthcare costs. So, how does the deductible work? Let's say your health insurance policy has a deductible of rupees 5000. If you incur medical bills totaling rupees 15,000, you will first pay rupees 5000 deductible. After that, the insurer will cover the remaining 10,000 depending upon your policy terms. The significant question arises now: why do insurers include deductibles? First, shared responsibilities. Deductibles ensure policyholders share a portion of the cost, discouraging the unnecessary claims. Second, lower premiums. Policies with higher deductibles often come with the lower premiums, making them a budget-friendly choice for those who don't expect frequent medical expenses. What are the tips for choosing deductibles? First thing, if you are young and healthy, a higher deductible can save your money on premiums. Second, for frequent medical needs, opt for lower deductible to minimize the upfront cost. Understanding deductibles helps you plan better and avoid surprises. Always review your policy and align it with your healthcare needs. Now let's understand what is copayment. Copayment or copay is a fixed percentage of the medical expenses that you, as the policy holder, agree to pay out of pocket for each claim. The insurer covers the remaining portion of the cost. How does copayment work? Let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine your health insurance policy includes a 20% copayment clause. If your hospital bill is rupees 20,000, you pay 20% of the bill, which is rupees 4,000. The insurer covers the remaining 16,000 rupees. Well, why do you think insurers include copayment clause? First thing, cost sharing. It encourages responsible use of healthcare services and discourages unnecessary claims. And the second point is affordable premiums. Policies with copayment clauses often come with lower premiums, making them appealing for cost-conscious buyers. Let's see some example scenarios. First thing, young and healthy individual. If you rarely visit the doctor, a policy with copayment can save your money through lower premiums. Second, senior citizens. Many policies for senior citizens include mandatory copayment due to higher health risk, ensuring affordability while sharing costs. The copayment percentage can vary based on factors like age, type of treatment, or the insurer's policy. Always check this clause when purchasing or renewing your health insurance. Understanding copayment empowers you to choose a policy that aligns with your healthcare needs and financial capabilities. It's a balancing act between upfront costs, that is premiums, and out-of-pocket expenses during claims. Always read your policy terms carefully to avoid surprises. Now let's talk about a network hospital. A network hospital is a medical facility that has partnered with your insurance provider to offer cashless treatment. In simpler terms, you don't have to worry about upfront payments. The insurer directly settles the bills with the hospital for covered treatments. How does the network hospital works? Let's take an example. Imagine you have a health insurance policy with XYZ Health Insurance Company. You visit a hospital listed as a network hospital for your policy. After your treatment, first thing, you present your health insurance card at the hospital's help desk. Second, the hospital gets a pre-approval from the insurer for the treatment cost. And third, you receive treatment without paying the bill upfront for covered expenses. What are the advantages of network hospitals? First thing, cashless treatment. No need to arrange funds during emergencies. Second, simplified claim process. The hospital and the insurer handle most of the paperwork. The third thing is about the transparency. Fixed rates are negotiated between the insurer and the hospital, reducing the hidden charges. Now let's talk about the non-network hospitals. If you opt for the hospital outside the network, you will need to pay the bill upfront and later file for reimbursement. Here are few of the tips for policyholders. First thing, check the network list. Ensure your preferred hospitals are part of the insurer's network. Second, keep the card handy. Always carry your health insurance card for emergencies. And third, pre-authorization. For planned treatments, get prior approval from the insurer for seamless cashless service. While the network hospitals provide convenience and financial relief, especially during emergencies, before finalizing a health insurance policy, review the list of network hospitals to ensure accessibility and peace of mind. So, this is all about the definition aspects of the health insurance policy. By familiarizing yourself with these sections, you will always know what to expect from the policy. Now let's dive into coverage and benefits. What is coverage in health insurance? Coverage refers to a range of medical services, treatment and procedures your policy will pay for. It defines what you are protected against financially in case of health emergencies or planned medical care.